This is my summarizing questions video for activity 8. S1 states, why are mass and volume not considered characteristic physical properties, but density is? So density will always stay the same for a certain substance, but mass and volumes are always going to be different depending on the substance. For how do you think particle spacing is related to density? So if there's more space, it's less dense because it's not as compacted. But when there's little to no space, it's more dense because everything is going to be scrunched up together and it's just not going to have the ability to move around free form. For activity S3, it says explain why the liquid layers are separated. So these liquids are all different densities, kind of like the video that we were shown in class where the 3 bags hung at different levels depending on what material was in the bag. So these liquids are all going to be at different areas and they're not going to mix because they're not compatible. And for the piece of B, I believe that the bowling ball piece would most likely stay in the vegetable oil layer because it's not dense enough to go all the way down to the water. It's gonna just stay floating within that vegetable oil layer because that's where it's going to be more comfortable. The rubbing alcohol is too thin, the water is too low, and the vegetable oil is thick enough to just hold it there. For S4, I agree with Daryl because in the additional question, I put volume has to do with the area given. If you drop a ball into a cylinder, it doesn't change the size of the cylinder. It's going to occupy the space that is already given. And if it doesn't fit, then it's just going to overflow. For S5, they are asking, is the piece of metal that was found actually silver? So if you divide the 340 grams by the volume of 15.8 milliliters, you're going to get a number rounded up. It's going to be 21.5. And on the given density of the common substances, the one that matches perfectly is platinum. So the metal that was found was not silver. It was indeed platinum because density does not lie. And that is activity 8.